Welcome back. From the district which brought the island Dennery segment comes 5 young ladies vying for the chance to be crowned Miss Mabuya Valley 2019. Looking to dazzle onlookers with queenly behavior, pure talent and fashion-forward entertainment, the Fabulous Five say they are ready come June 15th to put on an incredible show.
Miss Mabuya Valley Pageant 2019 promises to be a feast for the eyes. The young ladies participating in the pageant are undergoing rigorous training to be on top of their game come June 15th. Pageant coordinator Collier Choulette praised the high level of competitors that the pageant has produced thus far and noted that the young ladies competing in the pageant this year recognize the foundation of prominence set by those before them.
Our girls are well in train for the hosting of this year's pageant. They have been working very hard to ensure that they put on an excellent show on that day. This is our 4th year hosting the Miss Mabuya Valley pageant. We started in 2013 and we picked up again in 2015. The Miss Mabuya Valley pageant has been creating headway, with contestants from our pageant for 2 consecutive years gracing the national stage in likes of Miss Kanisha Augustus, who won the Miss Independence 2017, and this year we have our queen from last year, Miss Timikwa Bushan de Turville, and Miss Arissa Dennis, our first runner-up, representing the Mabuya Valley in the National Carnival Queen pageant. And we are extremely proud of these 2 young ladies. This just goes to show that anybody out there, any young lady out there from Mabuya Valley is capable of gracing the national stage.
The contestants say they are all motivated to capture the crown and bring light to their cause, all while entertaining those who come out to support. Let's meet the Valley Five representing for Miss Mabuya Valley Pageant 2019.
I am 19-year-old Liana Lewis, representing the picturesque community of Grand Riviere. People have different perceptions of Valley girls, and I'd really like to show them that I am different from the rest.
I am 17-year-old Shaniqua Mafre from the community of Denye Riviere. I am proudly sponsored by Lucky 7 Bar and Grill. It has been a bit challenging, but overall, I am getting there.
I am 16-year-old Kyla Edward, proudly representing the community of Goddard, sponsored by Big Vibes Promotion. In this journey for this pageant, I've learned how to conduct myself in public and how to communicate with other people.
I am 17-year-old Benita Twinkle Joseph, proudly representing the community of Oleon. I am sponsored by Platinum Sounds. I do have stage fright, but it's helping me to overcome by going to interviews and making appearances on stages.
Hi, I am 17-year-old Miss Shinara Legrand, and I'm representing the community of Montparnasse. I am proudly sponsored by Mega Contracting Incorporations. I have learned for myself that in pageantry, you don't have to be competitive with others. You have to be competitive with yourself.
With the crown waiting at the finish line for the lucky lady to be bestowed as queen, the race is now on to embody grace, confident delivery, and star-infused performance to wow the crowd. Admission for Mabuya Valley Pageant 2019 costs adults $25 and kids $10 at the Fordor Nature Park from 5 p.m. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
The St. Lucia Solid Waste Management Authority, with funding from the United Nations Environment Programme, has entered an agreement with Jua Kali Limited for the implementation of a solid waste management project within the tourism sector. The overall objective of the arrangement between the United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP, and the St. Lucia Solid Waste Management Authority is to ultimately reduce the volume of single-use plastic utilized within the tourism sector by understanding the use and volume of the plastics waste generated and implementing sustainable procurement and eco-innovation solutions. The project complements and strengthens the current thrust of the Department of Sustainable Development to ban single-use plastics and styrofoam. Minister for Sustainable Development, Dr. Gail Rigobert, called the signing another step in the right direction as it relates to St. Lucia's commitment to addressing climate change.
Today's signing is symbolic and indeed very significant because we have heard and seen much as it pertains to single-use plastics. The dramatic videos and scary photos of masses of plastic on our ocean, on the ocean bed, in gutters, clogging drains. We all know of the hazards of single-use plastic if not managed and disposed of properly.
Given the increase in the types and quantities of existing and emerging waste streams, a strategic approach to waste management is necessary if the country is to address the varied challenges that these waste streams will present in the future. Laura John of Joie Cali says the organization is pleased to be working with the Solid Waste Management Authority on the project.
This is just one more opportunity for us to create greater awareness around resource recovery. Gives us an opportunity to actually target a new market because initially we worked with the schools and now we have an opportunity to actually work with the hotels, which is a major sector in St. Lucia, and to introduce the concepts that we are so fond of, like resource recovery, circular economy, and create these very vital knowledge products that will actually assist institutions, businesses like the hotels in moving towards that circular economy away from the single-use plastics and all these other things that are so detrimental to our environment.
The agreement will facilitate the following activities at 5 hotels within the tourism sector. 1. The assessment of waste streams focusing on single-use plastics. 2. A list of recommendations with respect to improved management, separation, collection, recycling, and disposal of plastics for dissemination within the tourism sector. 3. Presentation of results and recommendations in collaboration with the Travel Foundation. 4. Development of case studies from each participating hotel. 5. A communication campaign covering the importance of phasing out single-use plastics for different target audiences.
WLBL and Heineken have been long-standing partners with the UEFA Champions League football competition, sponsoring a variety of events, including an all-expense-paid trip for 2 to the finals and their annual outdoor viewing party. For more on this story, here is a report.
Heineken has been a UEFA Champions League sponsorship partner since 1994. WLBL, who is the local manufacturer of the brand, has also traditionally promoted the annual event locally with a variety of Heineken promotional activities, bar activations, and consumer giveaways. The signature event for the past several years has been an outdoor viewing party which brings together avid fans and Heineken consumers. This year, for a change, the annual UEFA Championships League viewing party was held in Vieux-Fort, and former Tottenham United footballer Jermaine Dufour was a special guest.
Heineken is the biggest sponsor in the UEFA Champions League. We've been part of the organization and partnership of bringing the biggest football tournament in the world for a number of years. And in Heineken St. Lucia, we're happy to be able to launch a viewing party and be able to come to Vieux-Fort for the very first time to have persons experience what Heineken can do as a sponsor of Champions League.
Over the years, WLBL and Heineken have given loyal patrons of the brand an opportunity of a lifetime to attend the finals in the host country with all expenses paid. Senior category manager Sylvester Henry stated that the 2 excited winners who were in Spain this year sent photos and messages from the event.
And we got some pictures. They are enjoying a good time. I hope they experience the game very well. John Anthony and Cornel Faisal, we're happy that they got the tickets, they won, and we hope that they enjoy the finals up in Madrid.
For the first time in the South, fans exclaimed how excited they were to view the highly anticipated UEFA Champions League on a big screen outdoors while enjoying Heineken specials. Fans of Liverpool were the happiest as their team won the 2019 UEFA Champions League 2-0.
Looking to advance your ICT skills? The National Skills Development Center, NSDC, has rolled out its newest scholarship offer to allow youth and unemployed individuals to better themselves and become more employable. Solange Alfred tells us more.
Returning its scholarship program, the National Skills Development Center, NSDC, has placed a call for interested persons to take advantage of the low-cost enrollment in its ICT program. Public Relations Officer, NSDC, Mustafa Félicien, says the idea behind the initiative is to provide individuals with the necessary skills needed to thrive in a fast-paced workforce.
The NSDC is proud to return its scholarship program in IT Essentials. Over the last couple of weeks, we've advertised 20 scholarships for persons from Castries, NSDC Bizet, and 20 for NSDC Vieux Fort. Now that we have been able to service those clients, we're now opening it up to a few more people. So, well, not a few more. We want to invite as many people as possible to come in and sign up for those IT essential courses. They're $75. Ideally, we're giving it free, but the $75 is the cost of the certificate. When they're done, it's a 2-week course. So we're inviting as many people as possible. We don't necessarily have age requirements to this. Just as many as we can service. It's all in getting our people to be more marketable, more improve their chances of getting a job with this certificate.
With the evolution brought on by technological advances, Félicien notes now more than ever, having skills and training in information technology is of paramount importance.
ICT training in 2019, I think, is critical. And not just the training, to have a certificate to back it up. ICT is in almost every facet of our learning environment these days, whether it be from the kindergarten stage now. Tablets are introduced, online YouTube programs, software. So it's imperative that people are now tech savvy and have a basic understanding, especially of the Microsoft suite with Office, Publisher, Excel, and the rest.
Providing additional information on the upcoming summer programs, Félicien says a thrust to move away from conventional job training was factored into the course selection. This, he says, works in tandem with the interest of many young persons of today's generation.
For the summer, we're also trying to introduce some other exciting topics, like introduction to sound engineering, introduction to photography, social media management, cookery and hair design with a focus on natural hair. The reason why we've decided, of course, to go in these areas, there's some of the more out-of-the-box areas you like to think. I think the areas that a lot of young people have indicated that's exciting to them, that they want to develop. For the summer, parents can now look forward to not only putting your students or your children somewhere, but being impactful. Because secondary school doesn't always prepare your child for the working world of work. And so by enrolling with these NSDC courses, because they don't just feature the sound engineering and the few that I mentioned, we're also going to include in that first aid training. We're going to include self-defense, some ICT training as well, and our signature soft skills inclusive in that package.
The cost of the summer enrollment package is $300, with the hair design and culinary package being $450. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
It is now time for the sports news with Tennyson Glasgow.